Hello, my name is Grant Shoffstall. I'm an automotive photographer as well as videographer, as well as the owner of a Fiat 500 of art. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I recently decided to do and sort of gave me a different perspective on the way I do photography. Now, before we begin, let me address this. I lost the clip to my microphone, so gaff tape it is. I don't know where it went, and the worst part is it's such a, I just lose this clip everywhere I go. Anyways, today I want to sort of talk about street photography and sort of discuss why it's very important as a photographer, especially nowadays where everybody really shoots to edit, and you really should be trying to shoot to publish. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, when I'm out taking photos normally with my G9, I'm on a paid shoot, I'm on a paid gig, and I'm trying to take as many photos as I can, trying to capture the moment. I am shooting with the mindset that I am going to be editing these images later. I am going to be taking them into Lightroom and processing through them, creating a preset for that set of images, applying that color, going in using brushes, using gradients, stuff like that. But the other day I decided, you know what if I shot all my photos to just publish? I'm still gonna shoot in JPEG plus RAW, which is what I shoot in all the time, but I am going to focus on the lighting in the scene right then and there. I'm going to focus on the composition right then and there, and I am going to try to take as little photos as I can, which is kind of the principle of street photography if you're shooting film. Now, back in the day when people used to shoot film, obviously film cost a lot, and you couldn't just take a whole bunch of photos, go back into Lightroom and delete like 75% of your photos and keep 25%. No, people had to be very mindful of what they were taking photos of. And that's what I sort of did. So I went to this meet. It was the last car meet of the year at this brewery, and I always just go to it to hang out. I never really take many photos there. I never tried to do coverage of a normal show like I do when I'm doing some of these bigger shows. So I decided, you know what, let me take my GX89, throw on the 14mm 2.5 from Panasonic, which I want to do a video on this lens. I love this lens so much. I decided to take it like this without the cage or anything and just have it with me to take some photos. I went into this saying, hey, I'm gonna try to take as little photos as I can. I'm going to just take one photo, look at what I did, and then adjust my settings from there. And it gave me a very different perspective on the way I do photography. So before we even continue into the actual point of this video and diving deep into what I actually did to take these photos and the importance of capturing a scene, let's take a moment to actually look at the images. Now, I shot all these images on the black and white Panasonic profile. Yes, it's one of their creative quote-unquote profiles, but to me, it very much adds a sort of look to the image, and it gives it sort of you're capturing the moment. And that's exactly what photography is. You're capturing the moment. So when I was taking these photos, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do the normal style of shooting I do where I take a whole bunch of very establishing shots of the vehicle, take some detailed shots of the vehicle. I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to get some candid shots. So there are some face pics. There's a picture of my friend taking a picture of a car, and just trying to capture as much of this meet as I could since it was kind of the last one of the year. So what did I learn from all of this? And I know this video sort of seems like it's thrown together last minute, and it kind of is. And the reason why I want to throw this video together is just to encourage people to shoot this way. When you shoot with the intent of publishing, you focus so much on your surroundings, much more than you do when you're shooting with the intent to edit. I paid attention more to my exposure, what the lighting looked like, what the scene looked like, what my composition looked like. Those are all things, if you're shooting to edit, you should worry about those when you're taking photos in that moment still. But it's sort of heightened that sense of, hey, if my colors look pretty bad, if there's a bad reflection, I'm not gonna be able to pull that out in post because I'm shooting film. I'm trying to mimic the style of shooting film. And it gives such a different perspective on the way we do photography that it's amazing. The fact that a lot of us sort of rely on editing it kind of sucks. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love edited photos. I love a very well edited photo. But when you're trying to capture the moment, editing it isn't the moment. You want to capture what the moment looks like right then and there, and you don't want to touch it at all past that. That's what I love about this mindset of trying to imitate street photography at a car meet. It lets you capture the moment, and it's a way that a lot of photographers in the automotive world don't really do. They don't really capture the moment. And it's weird because I'm friends with a lot of these guys, and I love a lot of their styles and their photos. But some of my most favorite photographers in the area and who I look up to are the type of photographers who capture the moment and they don't just capture the car. Car culture is not just about the car, it's about the people too. And when you capture that moment in a photo and you show people what the event looked like through the perspective of people interacting, through the perspective of somebody else taking a photo, through the perspective of people just hanging out, it just gives you a different look on the way you do photography in general. And it brings stuff around the video work as well. When you're trying to capture the moment, it lets you stand back a second and look and pay attention to your surroundings. I know this was a little bit of a thrown together video and it doesn't really seem cohesive. I just wanted to bring up the fact that shooting this way was an awesome experience for me, and I want other people to start trying to do it and see what this avenue leads towards. With that being said, I hope you guys like this new little set here. Obviously I took a little bit of time off. I had a whole bunch of projects to do over on my other channel. All of them are up right now, so you guys should definitely check those out, especially the Corrado video. I'm planning on coming back to here doing some more of these sit down talking videos, discussing some stuff about photography and videography, and trying not to go back too much into car stuff, which is weird, but I kind of want to focus more on what I do for a living, my craft, and the way I do it. Because not a lot of people out there do automotive photography and automotive videography. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment, do all those things. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to get my video out there. I know it seems a little tedious to like, comment, and subscribe, but it really does help push these videos out to people a lot more in the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care.